Welcome. So quiet. Can you guys quickly say hey to someone close by? Just give them tell them your name. And take child's pose. Thank you for taking this practice as part of your day today, for choosing the practice. I know it takes something to get here, so thank you for making that happen. And take your hands out a little bit wider than shoulder width distance. Spread your 10 fingers on your mat and press each knuckle down. And press each toenail down too. Spread your 10 toes. And take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Yeah, an opportunity right here in the very beginning to integrate. Like integrate here, your physical body present in the room. You acknowledge with each passing breath, like where you are. You press down into your hands and into your feet. Be intentional with your breath. In through your nose, and out through your nose. It's Ujjayi breath. A full inhale, stretch your fingers longer. Pull your shoulders down your back. Take one more breath in together. Exhale through your mouth. Tabletop pose. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg. Bend your knee and open your hip up. And spread out your toes. Lift your bottom heel up off the mat. Your left heel, lift it high. Pull muscle to bone on your standing leg. Full inhale breath. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. Bend your knee, open up. And press each knuckle down evenly. Yeah, each knuckle, and especially right in between your thumb and index finger, press that down to alleviate pressure in your wrists. Lift your bottom heel. Pull muscle to bone on your standing leg. Big inhale. Downward facing dog. And set your eyes in between your ankles. Drishti set, an intentional focus. Pull the center of each heel down. Lift your tailbone up to the ceiling. Take a breath in. Breath out. Walk to your hands, ragdoll pose. Have your feet hips width distance apart, feet on 12 o'clock. And hold opposite elbows. Shake your head yes and shake your head no. Lift and spread your toes on your mat. And then gently let them fall back to the floor. Release your hands. Toe heel your feet together. Halfway lift on your inhale breath. And make a tabletop. And forward fold, forehead to shins. Mountain pose all the way up to stand. Gaze up between your fingers. Press your hands to heart center. And together we'll take one full Om. Take a breath in. Reach up, look up, forward fold. Pull the pit of your belly in, lift halfway. Step back, high push up. Pull your outer shins in. So your feet are hips width apart. And now pull your outer shins towards the midline of your body. Fire up your quads by pulling muscle onto bone. Breathe in. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet back a couple of inches. Take a longer downward facing dog to create space in your spine. Now, short down dog is super stable. It works. And to create space in your body, which yoga is for, take a longer down dog. And take your hands a little bit wider than shoulder width to open up space across your shoulders. Big breath in. Exhale fully. Walk or jump to your hands. Lift halfway up. Fold forward. Extended mountain pose. Gaze up between your fingers. Fold forward. Soften your knees. Lift halfway. High push-up. Hold this here and melt your thoracic spine. That's the part right in between your shoulder blades. Pull that to your heart. Extend the crown of your head to the front of the room. Breathe in. Low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet a little bit further back. And it's just an opportunity for you to get outside of your default poses. In down dog specifically, just work on getting your down dog longer. And reach the crown of your head towards your knuckles. Take a full breath. Empty out. Walk or float to your hands. Lift halfway. Fold down. Extended mountain pose. Pull your front ribs into the center. Fold. Half lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. That's high push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths in. Out. Soften your elbows. Soften your knees. Exhale out. Float forward. Lengthen halfway up. Fold forward. Mountain pose. Pull your front ribs in. Fold forward. Lengthen halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. 1 breath in. Exhale. Float forward. Lengthen. Fold. Chair pose. 1 breath. Fold. Half lift. Bend your knees. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Look up. Downward facing dog. Warrior 1 on the right side. Press the back edge of your back foot down into the mat. Lift the inside arch. Yeah. And then the energy of the lifted arch pulls up through your thigh. How to do that? Press down into the floor. Pull up into your thigh and your hips. Big inhale breath. Stay here. Pull your front ribs into the center. 1 more breath. Low push-up. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. And set your front toes on 12 o'clock. Pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. And make your front leg into a square with your thigh parallel to the earth. That's it, Claire. Pull your upper arm bones back. Spread your fingers. Breathe in. Low push-up. Up dog on your in-breath. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in and out. Soften your elbows. Soften your knees. Exhale. Jump forward. Lift halfway up. Fold forward. Chair pose, 1 breath. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Low push-up. Exhale all the way out. Now up dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior 1, right side. And make your front leg a square. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Go left side, warrior 1. Pull muscle to bone on your thighs. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. 1 breath in. Empty out. Jump forward. Lengthen. Fold. Chair pose. Fold forward. Half lift. Low push-up. Upward facing dog. Pull your thighs off the mat. Downward facing dog. Warrior one on the right side. Low push up. Up dog, full breath. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. Pull your front ribs into the center. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward. Downward dog. Warrior one, right side. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward. Downward dog. Left side, warrior one. Low push up. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right side. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Take your right hand inside your right foot on the floor. Yeah, go all the way to the floor. Make spider fingers even. Now press your right arm into your right leg to push your knee over to the side. Pull the pit of your belly in. Step your right foot back, side plank. Flex both feet. Press the mound of each big toe straight back. And lift your top leg. Wild thing. With the ball of your foot behind your calf. On the floor, lift your hips up. Pull your heart forward. High push up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one on the left side. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Have your left hand on the floor inside your front foot. Press the mound of your big toe down. The center of your back heel down. And pull your chest back, towards the hallway. Plant your left hand down, side plank. If you went the other way last time, just do the opposite. Press the mound of each big toe straight back. Bobby, there you go. On the center of each heel. Yep. Oh. Muscle to bone on your thighs. Muscle to bone. Lift your top leg. Wild thing. The ball of your foot planted down. Now lift your heart. Still pull your front ribs together, Jacqueline. Yeah, there you go. Shift more weight forward through your chest. Go forward. High push up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. And out. Step your right foot, crescent lunge. Lift your back heel high off the mat with your ankle or your heel stacked over the ball of your foot. Yeah, there you go. In and out, muscle to bone. Press your hands to heart center. And press into my thumb back here. Big breath in. Twist to the right side. Open up your arms. And press the mound of your front big toe down. Yeah, there you go. Get rooted. Now lift and spread your toes. There you go. Inner ankle back. Big inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Crescent lunge, left side. Pull muscle to bone on your thighs. Hands to your heart. Now pull the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button. That's it. As your tailbone descends. Breathe in, lift the crown of your head. Twist to the left side. And have all 10 of your toes facing 12 o'clock. There you go. Yeah, now press into my thumb, Kelly. Open up your arms. Lift your chest off of your thighs. Yeah. Pull your thoracic spine to your chest. It's the part right in between your shoulder blades. Chin to your top shoulder. Breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet halfway up the mat, feet together. 5 frog hops. Keep your feet together. Get some hang time. Yeah, after 5, you'll meet in a forward fold at the top of the mat. Awesome. Yeah. Keep your arm bones straight, gaze forward. And these handstand hops. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Twist to the right side, hands through your heart and twist. Spread your arms. Lift your chest off of your thighs. And pull your knees together, the same line in the front. Pull your thoracic spine to your chest. Yeah, shoulder blades move into your spine and then press into your body. Chair pose through center. Twist to the other side. Yeah, send your tailbone down. Lift the front of your pelvis up. Yeah, and now shoulder blades back. Open up your arms. Awesome. Look up to your top hand. Another breath in. Stay on the breath out. Chair pose. Forward fold. Separate your feet, fingers to toes, forward fold. So yeah, you'll have your peace sign fingers around your big toes. Bend your elbows. Pull the crown of your head to your big toes. You can relax a little more. There you go. Bring your hands to your hips, lift halfway. Forward fold, slide your hands under your feet, gorilla. Shift your weight into the balls of your big toes, into the backs of your wrists. Release your hands, toe heel your feet together. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose. Lower all the way down onto your bum and roll back and forth up to boat pose. Lift your toes up higher than your knees. Flex your feet. Yeah. With flexed feet, there's more action from your feet all the way through your legs to your core. And if your feet are limp, then your legs are limp and heavy. Reach your arms up overhead, big breath. Low boat. High boat. Low boat. High boat. Rock and roll back and forth to chair pose. Shift your weight back into your heels. And you're going to lower all the way down onto your back. Roll back one time back to chair pose. Yeah, and keep doing that a few times, over and over. Yeah, back and forth. You can make it fun even and like jump up like a little, I don't know, a variation of a burpee or something, just backwards. And come up. Yeah, do it a few more times. Just keep going. Back and forth. See if you can do it without your hands. Yeah, keep going. Make it fun. Yeah, Lynn, you can jump higher than that. Woohoo! All right, back to boat pose. Flex your feet. Pull your chest to your thighs. Reach your arms up. Big breath in. Low boat pose. High boat. Low boat. High. Low. High. Low. High. Rock and roll forward and back to high push-up. Pull your inner ankles up towards the ceiling, inner thighs up too. Yeah, and soften right here. There you go. Shift forward on your in-breath. Lower halfway down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Empty out. Float forward. Lengthen halfway up. Fold forward. Mountain pose. Eagle on the right side. Go right arm under, right leg over. Pull your right hip back to the back edge of your mat. There you go, Tisa. Pull muscle to bone on individual thighs, like each one separate, and then pull your thighs together. Right thigh down, left thigh up. Breathe in. Sit a little deeper. Mountain pose. Eagle left side. And it's helpful to have your drishti set, a focal point on one spot ahead. And ujjayi breath to ground you in the here and now. It's like breath and gaze are great reminders of where you are. Like here, now here. Breathe in. Sit down deeper. Mountain pose. Standing leg raise on the right side. So you'll hold your knee or hold your peace sign fingers around your big toe. Just go straight forward to start. Just straight forward. Flex your right foot. Pull your right shoulder straight back. Open to the right. Gaze to the left. Now, ujjayi breath. Now, louder. Now, louder just to be more powerful, more intentional in the breathing, so that there's no other choice you have to think of anything else. Back to center. Reach your arms up. Kick your right foot forward. Lift your toes higher than your knee. Now go higher without leaning back. Just lift. Airplane. Now ujjayi. It's so crucial. The breath. Pull your inner lifted thigh up. There you go. Hands to your heart center. Halfmoon into a bind. Champasana, it's called. So left hand down, and then grab your right ankle with your hand. You can have spider fingers on the ground or a block. Turn your gaze up to the ceiling. I go up, Mark, you got it. Look up past your fingers. Big breath in. Fold forward. Mountain pose. Standing leg raise on the left. And just straight forward to start. Ground down through the four corners of your standing foot. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Shoulders straight back. Straight back. Like even if you've got to bend your lifted knee a lot, pull back. Ujjayi. Open to the left, gaze to the right. Yeah, there you go, Bobby. And pull your ankle away from, Flex your lifted foot. Come back to center. Kick forward, arms up. Lift your toes. Breathe in. Airplane. Soften your standing leg. Your knee joint. Lower your left hip. And lift your inner thigh. Inner lifted thigh. There you go, Meredith. Drop the right side of your chest down a little bit. Yeah. Pull muscle to bone around your belly even. Like your belly button to your spine. Hands to your heart. Halfmoon into a bind. Have your front foot on 12 o'clock. Yeah. Inner ankle back, outer ankle down into the floor. Yeah, for stability. Turn your gaze up. Jenna, you got it. Kick into your lifted leg. Big breath in. Fold. Mountain pose. Inhale. Tree pose, right side. Press your left leg into your right foot to create a center line. Now lift your arms up overhead. Pull your shoulders to your ears. Pull them straight back. And expand your upper back. And chest open. Gaze up. Gaze back. Still breathe. Switch sides. Now be intentional in creating the physical foundation of the pose. It's like moving from pose to pose. That's the vinyasa part of this practice. Is the movement, the transitions, the flow. And it's like putting ease into the space of flowing from one pose to the next and then creating stability in the foundation, the floor, whatever's connected to the floor, so that you can just flow easily from one to the next. Gaze up, gaze back. Pull your front ribs in. Tadasana, hands by your sides. Step to the top of your mat. Breathe in, mountain pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Triangle pose, right side. Straighten your right leg. Press into the outer edge of your back foot. Pull the crown of your head forward. You go forward, Meredith. You got it. Spread your toes. Pull your front ribs in, belly in. Rise up to stand. Side facing, wide leg forward bend. You can go into hands at your ankles or through your legs facing backwards. Just whatever can get you closer to the floor. The crown of your head closer to the floor. Shift your weight into the balls of your feet. Take your hands to your hips. Pull your elbows toward each other. Rise up with a flat back. Namaste, front facing forward fold. Your back foot up halfway, and turn your toes, your back toes out towards like 10 o'clock or so. Press more weight into your front foot to level out your hips. Yeah, that's it, Mark. Take your hands to your hips, lift halfway up. Twisting triangle from here. Yeah, lengthen first through the crown of your head. Now gaze up to your top hand. Inhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Triangle pose, left side. Take a long stance in this triangle pose, like front to back. Walk your back foot further back. Yeah, good, Kelly. Pull your front ribs into the center. That's it, Jacqueline. Yeah, length first, and then you can start to go back. Drop your head back. Pull the pit of your belly in, rise up to stand. Side facing, wide leg forward bend, this time with your hands interlaced behind you. Or go for traditional headstand. Traditional headstand is with your forearms on the ground. Commit to Ujjayi breath. Soften your knees. Pull up into a ball first, like knees to chest. Both knees, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Headstanders, make your way down. Take your hands to your hips. Pull your elbows together, rise up. Namaste, front facing, forward fold. Turn your inner ankles back. Press your outer ankles down. Lift and spread your toes. Anytime you can think of it, lift and spread your toes. Okay, to create space and to create a more solid foundation. You've got more surface area, pressing down. Press into your front foot more. Yeah. Now hands to your hips, lift halfway. Twisting triangle. Right hand down. You can even step this foot up a little bit so your heel is down. Yeah, all the way down. Now reach forward through the crown of your head. Pull your shoulder blades together and into your chest. Gaze up, one more breath. Low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Empty out. Jump through your legs onto your back, through your hands, onto your back. Bridge pose. Set your feet on 12 o'clock. Be intentional in creating the physical foundation of the pose. And from this physical foundation, you can create something bigger for yourself. If you're not solid in the foundation of anything, you're not grounded in whatever it is, it's likely to be harder. Pull your chin away from your chest. Lower down. Bridge pose again. Press down into the center of each heel. More weight into your feet. Wheel pose from here. Hands by your sides. And set your hands a little wider than you might normally go. And press up. Great. Yeah, Shara, that's it. And pull your inner ankles back. Yeah. Pull the pit of your belly in. Lower down. Wheel pose again. Press up. Hands wide. A little wider. Feet on 12 o'clock. Zoe. Yep, there you go. Now more weight into the balls of your feet and the center of your heels. Lower down. Wheel pose. Yeah, and this time in wheel pose, walk your hands closer to your feet. Walk your hands forward. Hands forward. Shift your weight into your feet. You can come into camel pose from here. Yeah, you just lower. You just lower onto your knees. There you go. Tadasana to camel. All right, Supta Baddha Konasana. Yeah, it's worth a shot. A lot of people are often like, how? And I'm like, yes. You just do. You just kind of play around with whatever's going on in your body and go for it. Happy baby. Rock side to side. Rock and roll head to heels to down dog. You can go through a vinyasa if you choose. Lift your right leg. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Half pigeon on the right side. Tuck your back toes under, like chaturanga. Yeah, like your foot would be in chaturanga, back foot. Yeah, press the mound of your big toe down. And pull your thigh bone up into your hip socket. And you can rest your knee down or keep it lifted up, your choice. And the purpose, the why of this is to integrate. Okay, to use the connection of the floor's energy, like the earth energy, to pull up into your pelvis, square off your hips so that you can fold in true north alignment, like in alignment of how your body was designed, rather than like off-kiltered and lopsided. Wherever you're holding on to tension, let it go. A lot of you, I see it in your shoulders and your upper back. Okay, extend your arms forward. Soften your upper back. Seated single leg extension. Your left leg forward. Keep your right knee bent. It's like a seated tree pose. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. And then turn your chest over your left leg and fold. Yeah, lengthen halfway. Fold. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Crown of your head to your toes. Downward facing dog. Half pigeon left side. Keep your back foot tucked under and do that same thing. Okay, press into the ball of your big toe. And now pull up your thigh bone into the hip socket. soften your shoulders and upper back. Yeah, there you go. Seated single leg extension. Lift halfway up. Fold down. Flexed, yeah, flexed front foot. Reverse tabletop. You can go straight legs or bent knees. Fingertips either forward or out to the sides. Yeah, and lift the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button. Okay, your hip bones towards your belly button. Thighs to the ceiling. Lower onto your back. Pull your right knee into your chest. Supine twist. Gaze over to your right side. Right shoulder down too. Switch sides, supine twist. Gaze over your left shoulder. Supta Baddha Konasana. Feet together, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Welcome to stay right here, or extend your legs out, hands out, full Shavasana. I'm making my way around the room with a cool lavender towel. You're welcome to use it however suits you. And open your palms up to the ceiling to receive the energy that's been created in the space, the work that you've put in. Or turn your palms to face down to get a bit more grounded, to receive the earth's grounding energy and support. Shavasana. Send your arms up over your head. Roll to your right side. And press up to a seated position with your eyes closed, hands at heart center. And we'll complete practice together with the sound of one full Om. Take a deep breath in. Bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead center and touch in. Thank you all for coming together to practice today. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Namaste.